Well, how long is this? How long do you want to do this for? How long?
You don't even have to stay still.
Yeah.
Like Martin, I paint dog portraits in 10 minutes, and like those things don't stay still at all. Are you rolling right now?
I just
Oh wow, cool.
just
Yeah.
to catch an intro.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Hey Martin, thanks for meeting me here at Artie's.
Yeah, I'm excited to have my portrait drawn.
Yeah.
Never done this before.
We'll see how it goes,
Nice.
and then we'll chat about you running for. What are you running for, Martin?
I'm running for Township Committee in Maplewood.
All right.
My primary is going to be June 2nd, so we've got about 2 months to campaign.
What is it, Martin, that compelled you to do this? Why would you do this to yourself?
That's a great question. A series of events lined up where this was something I had to do. I've been fighting for bike lanes for years. We finally got our first bike lanes on Parker Avenue because we were seeing way too many kids getting hit on their way to school by drivers, whether they're walking, riding their bike. There's just a feeling that Maplewood is a dangerous town to walk around in, to ride a bike in, and we need to prioritize street safety. And part of that was me organizing the first bike bus in Maplewood. We organized a bike bus right around the corner here to Seth Boyden. If you've never heard of a bike bus before, basically it's a group of kids. We all ride to school together every Friday, and it's a community. You know, we built this community. It's grown to, I think, 5 different schools. We're showing people like what the streets can be. They can be a more safe, a more joyful, more community-oriented place.
Yeah, I need to give you a lot of credit, Martin, because I've known about the bike bus for a long time. I knew about it, and I always would love for that to happen here. And I never took the initiative to do it myself, but as soon as I heard that you were doing it, I was like, oh, there's no way my kid's school's not going to have one of these.
I think people sometimes are scared of trying new things or starting a new community group, but Bike Bus is a perfect example of you can just start something.
And I think that's what you do really well, Martin, because you take this initiative where like a lot of people don't.
Back to why I'm running, I saw there was going to be another election coming this year that was going to be uncontested. There are 2 people going to be running for 2 seats, and that means voters don't get a choice. They don't have a choice on the ballot. Pretty much the Democratic committee, the internal processes happen behind closed doors, not transparently, and people deserve a choice.
Have you ever done anything like this before in your life, Martin? Run for a public office or anything?
I have not. It's quite bizarre, to be honest, to see my name like on lawn signs around town and speaking in public and that kind of thing. But I'm putting myself out there. Like, this is out of my comfort zone, so maybe this will be an example of someone to run next year.
Or what's the most surprising thing that you've found so far from this process?
Just the level of support I've received from the community. Like, people are on board with new faces in town government. We've had the same leadership for decades in Maplewood Town Hall, and people want some change. They want some fresh perspectives on things. I think there's been a lot of good being done with the town, but we need like kind of a fresh take. People shouldn't be scared to run for office. So I think regardless of my platform, people are excited that I'm running, and I think people want to see more people running for office.
One of the things that I miss the most about living in New York and riding around in the city is that experience of living in your city in a different way and experiencing it and seeing things that like you don't see when you're driving around. Like when you're taking a bit more time, you get to like look, you get to stop, you get to literally stop and smell the flowers if you want to. And I don't think people realize how great that is. And my favorite thing was literally just riding home and running into a buddy of mine and riding for as long as we needed to until we turned. And that happens to me every once in a while here, and I want that more for people to experience our towns in that kind of fashion.
Those are called serendipitous encounters. Whether you're walking or you're jogging or you're biking, you see people, and this is such a small town that you're definitely going to see someone you recognize. If you go through Maplewood Village or Springfield Avenue, you're going to see people. People are going to see you. I think that's what's beautiful about Maplewood. Like, it's such a small town, It's less than 4 square miles in size. That's tiny. Like the longest trip from the train station to any part of Maplewood is less than 1.5 miles. So it's a small town, and we have to maximize that. That density is an asset. This was developed around 1900. It was developed before everyone had cars. We had streetcars, we had trolleys.
Tell me more about this swamp trolley. I hear that 100 years ago there was an actual trolley that went from Springfield Avenue into downtown Maplewood.
Yeah, there were several trolleys. There was a streetcar on Springfield Avenue, there's one on Valley Street, there was one on South Orange Avenue. The community was rooted in public transportation, even before we had the Midtown Direct line. Part of this campaign is bringing that to light. Like, we can expand our jitney bus service. We can have loops to come to neighborhoods like this, like call it the restaurant loop. We can bring these back because we have a large segment of the community that does not drive. We have teenagers that do not drive. We have seniors that do not drive. We have people that would like to go out for dinner and not worry about parking. Maybe they want to have a couple drinks and not worry about driving. All these things can be possible. We already have the buses. It's just a matter of developing more routes and addressing the staffing and stuff. But all this stuff is really easily doable if we have the will and the motivation. We just need to prioritize it, I think. That's why our campaign slogan is moving Maplewood forward. And that works both in a literal sense and a figurative sense. We have an obligation to house more people here. We have an obligation to provide affordable housing. And we need to rethink some of our infrastructure so that it's easier to move around Maplewood, and it's easier to welcome more people to the community, more people living in Maplewood Village, more people living on this side of town.
All right. I think I'm done with this, Martin. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. That's cool. You got my little scraggly facial hair.
I got your scraggly.
You got my wild hair.
I put your brand colors in there a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
a little branding.
Tie in.
Little golden.
Yeah.
Golden halo.
There you go.
I like it.
All right. Well, there we are.
Thanks for doing this, Kat.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate it.
Martin, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
You definitely have my vote.